Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and very good evening to our lecturer, Dr. Rosli bin Ahmad, and to all my friends. Before I proceed the presentation, I would like to introduce our team members, which is myself as first presenter, Muhammad Fidaus bin Abu Talib, followed by Mr. Ahmad Sharifuddin bin Sarmin, and last but not least is Mr. Mazir Khan bin Rafiq Ali. This task is about a section A, section B. This is about the career planning for a staff 35 years old working in a GLC company, which is Tnb, and section B is career future of job survey 2020. And this is our profile client, which is he is Sadari bin Hassan, 35 years old from Ipoh Perak. Is married and before graduating from Unitan Kajang. And as engineer, Razali is responsible for research, design, develop, and test or supervise the manufacturing and installation of electrical equipment, compartments, or system for commercial and also industrial, military, or scientific use. On the job, he would operate computer-assisted engineering or design software or equipment to perform engineering tasks and prepare technical drawings, specifications of electrical system or topographical maps to ensure that installation and operation conform to standards and customer requirements, and also confer with engineers, customers, or others to discuss existing or potential engineering projects or products. And abilities as an electrical engineer, he must can listen and understand what people say and read and understand what is written clearly. He should produce good ideas and logic. He also notice when problems happen and we use rules in solve problems. Following the character planning for Razali according on that model, he must should have four these criteria. First is skills, knowledge, personality, and education. In the skill requirement, he have to basic skill, which is listening to others, not interrupting, and asking good question, reading word-related information, and reading word-related information. And second, problem solving, noticing a problem and figuring out the best way to solve it, and also about the people and technology system, measuring how well a system is working, how to improve it and figuring out how a system should work and how change in the future will affect it. About knowledge requirement, he must have engineering and technology, must have a product and service development subject and computer and electronic. In math and science, he with arithmetic, algebra, geometry, calculus and statistics. Art and humanities must improve in English language and also manufactured and agriculture goods, which is manufacture and distribution of products. About the personality, he must have analytic thinking, attention to detail, integrity, persistence, cooperation, and achievement or efforts. And about education, he must try to improve or upgrade himself with a bachelor's degree or master's degree to improve and gain more knowledge.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum and good afternoon to my beloved lecturer, Dr. Rosli, and fellow classmates. Firstly, I would like to thank my group members, Mr. Pidaus, for the excellent presentation just now. So, now let me continue with the next topic in career planning for a staff working in a GLC company. Now we discuss about job outlook for Razali. For job outlook for Razali, it can also try to find new job opportunity which are likely in the future with good or higher salary. In this case, the career planning process has four components when you're looking a new job. First, self-assessment. Self-assessment is the process of looking at oneself to assess aspects that are important to one's identity. It is one of the motives that drive self-evaluation, along with self-verification and self-enhancement. CDK 1993 suggests that self-assessment motive will prompt people to seek information to confirm their uncertain self-concept rather than their certain self-concept, and at the same time people use self-assessment to enhance the certainty of their own self-knowledge. Number two, about career exploration. Career exploration assists to gain career awareness, make career decision and plan, and understand market needs, trends, and opportunity. Assist in making and implementing informed educational and occupational choice. Aid to develop career options with attention to surmounting gender, race, ethnic, disability, language, or socioeconomy. Impediment to career option and encouraging careers in non-traditional employment. And orientation to skill and knowledge specific to career path at a end or industry or career-related learning standard. Number three, career identification. Uh, about career identification, need to consider several different factors when identifying career choice. Uh, for example, have four consideration when we talk about career identification. First, about geographic consideration. It's important to think about where you will need to live in order to work in the field that you select, with some occupation, employment opportunity, and plentiful in cities and towns all sides. Number two, about compensation consideration. When we talk about career exploration, number two, we talk about compensation consideration. Before setting on a particular career, it is important to think about how much money you are likely to earn in the occupation. You certainly want to select an occupation in which you'll be able to live the type of lifestyle you desire. It's also important to keep in mind that many of the highest paying occupations require a significant amount of formal education. Number three, work schedule. Work schedule. When you identify career choice, it's important to think about the type of hours you likely to work when you go to work in the particular field that interests you. In some occupations, you can expect to work standard banking hours, but many jobs require shift work, evening or weekend hours, or almost constant on-call ability. Number four, benefit availability. You should also consider the types of benefit you'll be able to get when identifying career choice. Many universities, for example, offer free or discounted tuition to employees and their family members. If you want to continue your education or make certain that your kids don't have to incur significant student loan debt, it may be in your best interest to seek employment in a school environment. And lastly, about a planning process component is action plan. Whether you go at it on your own or work with a career development professional, the type of energy you put into the process will determine how successful you are. Career planning refers to the strategies a person uses to determine career goals and the path to achieve those goals. The process integrates various activities, including steps for self-improvement and the process of meeting this goal. It is important to come up with your career planning as it gives you the much needed direction and makes a clear where you see yourself in future. It makes you aware of your strengths and weaknesses, and the skill and the knowledge that are required to achieve your goal in future. Next, next. about career planning process itself has three main components. First, self-exploration is the process of examining yours, include skill, values, experience, interests, and education. Number two, uh, occupational exploration include researching occupational and job profiles, conducting informational interviews, attending career and job fairs, and gathering labor market information. And number three, educational planning and career planning consists of include decision making, goal setting, problem solving, action planning. Next, when we talk about career development, have 6 steps for career planning process. This include first, step 1, explore career option. Use career assessment tools to learn more about different areas so you can get more guidance from our career counselor. This stage assists you in becoming aware of the various options available to you. You learn about the talents, educational qualification, and personal characteristics required for success in various fields. In addition to the job title, having this information on hand allow career counselor to provide recommendation for measures, profession, and vocation that are good fit for your interests and skill. The idea is to come up with a couple of options to present to a career counselor. Step number 2, conduct field research. This stage is helpful to determine of the diverse field to the follow. What better way to learn about different career path than to speak with someone who works in the field? Uh, it involves meeting with people in various roles or industries that you are interested in and confronting them about the profession. This is the first step toward establishing a professional network. Step number three, determine your job target. This stage is crucial in deciding one of the many fields to pursue. What better way to learn about various job options than to chat with someone who works in the industry? It entails communicating with people in diverse positions or industries that interest you and confronting them about the work. This is the very first step in forming a professional network. Step number 4, build your credential resume. This stage is ongoing, and the more certification you acquire, the stronger your CV will become. Interview and job offer follow a strong resume. Internship relating to your job target are the ideal approach to improve your credential and knowledge. Attending seminars and taking lessons relating to your job target. Reading books, journals, and periodical about the job you want to do. Becoming a member of professional organization or club on school that are relevant to your job target also. Step number 5, prepare for your job search. This stage entails investigating the firms and organizations for which you want to work and determine whether your friends, family, or the career center have any leads. Other than looking at advert, learn to construct calling script and develop strategies for approaching employers, which seldom bring quick results. Uh, you also need to get organized by creating a job search binder in which you can track all of your activities and keep track of fresh information. Furthermore, before meeting with employer, you must educate yourself on interviewing and salary negotiation. Most new graduates will need 3 to 10 months to find work. So, get started as quickly as practical. It may take longer for a graduate student. And the last step, sixth step, launch your job search. There are many activities involved in launching your job search. Writing a targeted resume is important to show employer how your skill related to their specific need. Set aside the time to make call, write cover letter, and thank you letters. Conduct interviews and do research. Be creative. Be creative with the approach you use, and remember to ask yourself, will this will this help me to stand out from my competition? Lastly, consistently update your resume with any new skills, knowledge, and experience. So, this is the end of the presentation from me. I will to pass my click, Cikgu Nezir, to continue the next discussion. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much to my colleagues, Mr. Fidaus and Mr. Sharifuddin. So I will continue my presentation on career plan for an electrical engineer. The career planning process is a series of steps to help you decide on your short and long-term career goals. You might engage in this process on your own with a career counselor or start with a self-assessment for your strength. Next, research potential career and decide on a path or finally set a concrete short and long-term career goal. Okay, for the electrical engineer, what they do? Okay, they research, they design, they develop, test, or supervise the manufacturing and installation of electrical equipment, components, or system for commercial, industrial, military, or scientific use. On the job, the electrical engineer should operate computer-assisted engineering or design software or equipment for perform engineering tasks. The second one is prepare technical drawings, specification of electrical systems, and topographical maps to ensure the installation and operation conform to standard and customer requirement. Confer with engineers, customers, or others to discuss existing or potential engineering projects or products. As an electrical engineer, what kind of knowledge they should have is in the engineering and technology, they should product and service development, computer and electronic knowledges. In a maths and science, they should master arithmetic, algebra, geometry, calculus, or statistics. Physics. In art and humanities, they should know more English language. It's mean more proficient in English language. In manufactured and agricultural goods, they should can and manufacture and distribution of products. Meanwhile, in skills, they should have basic skills like listening to others, not interrupting, and asking good questions. They should also read work-related information by time to time. Problem solving, they should notify a problem and configuring out the best way to solve it. As a people, the people and technology system, they should know how to measure well in a system is working, and how to improve the system, configuring out how a system should work and how changes in the future will affect it. And as abilities in verbal, they should can listen and understand what people say in their engineering, what you say in the engineering part, read and understand what is written, Idea and logic, they should notice when what happens, use rules to solve problems. Mathematics, they should can add, subtract, multiply, divide, and can choose the right type of maths to solve a problem. And electrical engineers also have a good personalities such as analytical thinking, attentions to details, persistence, integrity, achievement, effort, and cooperation. By in the technology, okay, analytical or scientific software, they should master word processing software, computer aided design, CAD software. In a work activity, they should can do working with computer and getting information from it, making decision and solving problems with analyzing data or information, communicating with supervisors, peers, subcoordinators, evaluating information and to determine compliance with standards, updating and using relevant knowledge to identify objects, actions, and events, processing information regarding to the engineer electrical parts. So that's all my presentation for now. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum.